Welcome to AlphaISM Radio, everybody. Tonight is no, today is November 11, 2008, Veterans Day. Um, this is going to be a tale of two shows. I got Rotendo coming on here in a bit. He's going to talk to us about some no. Damn. All right. So he's going to talk to us about some information he found out about the Madcatz sticks. Believe me, it's some information that you will want to hear. So, but also I'm having a discussion about, as you guys see in the thread and in general discussion, I opened up a thread talking about, whether or not if you would lived in California, would you have voted for Proposition 8? And just for those of you who don't know, Proposition 8 was an amendment to the state constitution to ban same-sex marriages. To this point, they haven't really made up their minds whether or not, now that this proposition has passed, whether or not it's retroactive and makes all the marriages that have been performed since June, when the Supreme Court decided that gays could get married. Or they're now null and void, or they still legally recognized, or we haven't heard that yet. So, but really, I really wanted to talk about it just because of a simple statistic that I've heard. 70% of black people voted for the ban, and which is it's kind of interesting. I think the case could be made that there's a bit of a double standard here. So I wanted to hear from people who would have voted for the ban, to hear their reasoning, especially if they're a minority. Not necessarily have to be black, but it seems a little bit. I don't know. It seems a little bit interesting that now the country has elected the nation's first black president in history, but something like Proposition 8 passes that basically makes it illegal for same-sex marriages, and but again, it's about that statistic of almost 3 out of 4 black people voted for this ban, and I wanted to hear their perspective as to why, because for the life of me, I cannot understand why black people would have voted, for such a measure, considering our own. I mean, I'm black too. So considering our own struggles in this country, why would you want to deny rights? Why you want to deny rights to people just because they indulge in activity you don't really agree with? I don't understand. So, really, I was trying to see if I can have a rational, civil discussion with a minimal amount of expletives to explain why why would you have voted for this, even if you don't live in California. If it was an issue in your state where you live, if you would have voted for it, I would like to hear your reasonings as to why, because for the sake, I cannot think of any reason why, especially black people, will vote for this prohibition. So, I have a thread that I started on general discussion about an hour ago, and it's blowing up. It is blowing up. At first, it was closed, but after talking with FM Jaguar and Septimus Prime, we decided that this thread was only going to exist for tonight, and that it will be deleted after the radio show is done. So, there you have it. But still, though, I still could not, for the life of me, think why black people will vote for this prohibition. I just can't see it, because I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm gonna be frank with anybody that's out there listening. I think it is a double standard. It is a double standard because, first of all, I should say it's a triple standard. It's a double standard because why would you want to deny a basic fundamental right to someone because of whatever they do, whether it be in the bedroom or whatever? Because I mean, it's the same type of discrimination. Because I know that a lot of people will say, well, it's because of my religious beliefs. But my response to that is, if it's your religious belief that gay people should not get married because of their lifestyle, then how come I don't hear anybody objecting to people who commit fornication? In other words, people that are not married having sex. How come is that not being outlawed? Or why is that not on the ballot? Because that's also condemned in the Bible. I mean, you can take it even one step further. What about adulterers? You know, if you want to ban someone because it is against what you're being taught, in I guess in the Christianity world, then, I mean, it shouldn't just be homosexuals, right? It should be other people as well. I mean, so my question is, why is the gay community being targeted specifically in this instance? You know, if you're going to be fair, and I understand, if you know, have out there and you protested against fornicators and adulterers and people who get drunk, which is also condemned in the Bible, then there you go. Then I could totally understand it. But if you only are doing it for gay people, then you really are. There's a double standard there too, because it's not really about because of your religious beliefs. It's just your preference. You don't care for gay people or the act of gay sex, I guess, you know, and because of that, you're going to use the Bible as a shield or as a way of deflecting any criticism or to prevent you from being labeled as what you should be labeled, as being prejudiced. And that goes back to what I said before. I don't understand how black people will be part of a prejudicial bill that this is. Here's the thing. I don't believe gay marriage, actually, I don't believe in. I believe in the Bible too, and I don't necessarily agree with the lifestyle of being gay, you know. But at the same time, though, I believe in the fundamental right of free choice. Everyone has the right to make their own choice, as long as they're willing to accept the consequences for it, good or bad. So, in that instance, I'm not going to make it a point to protest it. If I was at the polls and voting, I probably wouldn't have voted, period. I wouldn't have voted yes or no. I would just probably remain neutral. I certainly wouldn't have voted yes for it. You know, and I mean, and so this is what I'm saying. I want to hear from people out there that would have voted the same way, especially if you're in the minority. Because for the life of me, this looks like prejudice all over it, and I think that the black people that are living there in California had kind of done themselves a disservice. Because obviously, you know, black people's theme been throughout since the 60s has been equality for all. But that's not what's going on, though. If you're voting for this, you're not saying equality for all. You're saying equality as long as it's a preference that I agree with. Well, I mean, and I don't buy that whole argument of, well, you know, you're born black, but you're not born gay. I have yet to meet a single heterosexual who told me that at 13, they weighed the consequences and they said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be attracted to the opposite sex. I weighed the pros and cons of both, and I decided no one has come to me and said that. So it's just stupid to conclude that people aren't born gay. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Now, I do believe that there is a choice whether or not to act on it or not. Just as a straight person can refrain from having sex, the same could be said of a gay person. So, I do believe that. But to sit there and try to argue that they, at some point during puberty, they just said, you know what, even though that I'm be the outcast of my family, and it can affect my career and the rest of my life and my friends, I'm going to go ahead and do the gay lifestyle. I just don't. It's stupid. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it at all. And so, I mean, to me, it's really quite simple. Hold on for a second. I'm just reading. I'm going to read to you some of the comments that were made in the general discussion thread. Bronson, you still there? Bronson. Oh, okay. He must have went to go eat. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna read you some of the things that were said in the thread, and and I mean, if you want to come on and talk about it, I certainly invite you to do so. If you don't have Skype, then you can call in 206-201-2498. Again, black people, this is Byling saying this. He's saying that black people, for the most part, are morally and religiously very conservative, so I'm not surprised at that number. And he puts morally in quotations, which I agree with, because no one is sitting up there is protesting against fornication or adultery. These are other sex acts that are condemned in the Bible. But I don't see no one out there doing that. So, and again, and to take it one step farther, I don't see anybody that's trying to outlaw marriage for those who committed adultery or fornication. I mean, so what I'm saying is that whole religious argument doesn't really make sense, and really it's just a smokescreen. Let's see here. Let me try to find someone who would have voted for it. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. I mean, so far everyone has been against Prop 8, or I guess from stripping the rights of gays to get married. So it is an interesting comment. This isn't for Proposition 8, is against, but it says this is a law that limits a vast number of human rights. It doesn't benefit anyone, even the people who voted for it. That's a good point. All it does is say, I'm allowed to get married, but I don't think you should be allowed, so I'm going to make sure you never have the same rights that I have. Laws should be put in place to protect people or punish people for hurting others. All this law does is punish human beings for being themselves. An interesting point. So, okay, here we go. So we do have someone that's, I don't know if he could say he's pro Proposition 8, but he says, he's basically replying to what I said earlier. He says, I said that the argument could be made that especially older black voters who lived through the 60s should be the last age group to vote for Proposition 8. And so, Vicious Slash says, so people who were refused social freedoms based upon their outward appearance should automatically be expected to support a group who can't be identified unless they denounce their orientation. Call me when gays have to worry about being hoes and having dogs unleashed on them while being hoes. P.S. Black people are racist bigots too. For whatever reason, you guys really hate the gays. No homo. P.S.S. Laughing out loud at Epi's point of people being confused. I live a whole culture way I knew how I was supposed to vote on that prop. Okay. I'm saying that why would you want to deny some? Well, I mean, here's the thing: is there's supposed to be something called the separation of church and state, right? That most people agree with, but isn't that not? I mean, that's not the case, though. Because it doesn't matter that gay people can't be identified outwardly in most cases. It is still it's still discrimination, though. And believe me, I'm sure that at some point in some part of the country, gays have been targeted like blacks have been. It may not happen as often and everything, but there has been gay hate crimes. It's nothing new. So I mean, so if you're asking why do people haven't announce their orientation, is because of that reason, because they don't want to. They've seen what happened with black people who can't hide it no matter what they do. They're not going to volunteer that information, so then their asses can get whooped too. I mean, I think that's a terrible argument. Someone said something funny. Tajiri says, I think they should be entitled to the same unhappiness as hetero couples. Point taken. Wow, Panic said something really, really profound. He says, not to mention that the fact that the ballot said eliminate right of same-sex marriage. Martin Luther King, the King of Blacks, once said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, and we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. I think that can extend to this discussion. I mean, here, and this is this is part of my point. Deb said, I wouldn't have voted for it. I don't even see why it's even on the ballot. Who cares if two people marry each other? The hell does that have to do with any of us? That's my point. And for those of you who say that civil unions is the same as marriages, is not. It is not. There are fundamental rights that marriage partners have that civil union partners do not have. So that's not really an argument either. You know, here we go. I'm not really trying to compare the gay experience versus the black experience. You know, but they do share a common discrimination that is based on stereotypes and what they've been taught in the home. In those instances, gay people and black people are very much alike in the sense of, you know, some of the abuse they've taken over the years. So, I mean, I'm really just sort of kind of at I'm still trying to see if I can get some people on the radio. I'm not just talking for the hell of it, because I really want to hear from why, you know, people would have voted for this. I just think it's a little bit. Okay, there's one other argument that kind of gets me. Someone says that if you allow gays to get married, you reduce the sanctity of marriage. Oh, let me tell you something. Sanctity of marriage disappeared about 20 years ago. Alright? It's no longer marriage, it's rent a spouse. You get married, see if it works out or not, see if you like them. If not, take them back. I mean, that's really the way marriage is. I mean, now, a long time ago, marriage was meant to be for life. You know, through good and bad, to death do us part. That's not really the view of marriage anymore. Marriage is more or less getting married so, you know, you can file jointly and, you know, get some of the benefits of marriage in the form of certain breaks and tax breaks and the law and other areas. I mean, so, you know, but again, it's not like that. It's really sacred nowadays. It's certainly, that's not exactly how I feel. I see it as, but okay. So we got this dude named Muff Daddy. I mean, maybe I should actually get him on the radio because someone was mentioning him earlier as being a staunch supporter of Prop 8 or. Here we go. Let me see what I can. What the hell? Ronson!
What? What's up?
Holy shit, man.
What happened?
I can hear an echo.
Okay. Oh well.
Alright, hold on for 1 second. Let me do something right quick. So you have anything to say about all of this, or you just pretty much... Hello?
Hello? What's up? Got cut out there.
I'll say, so do you have any particular views on it, you know, either way, or...
Until you convince me that there's a reason that it should be illegal and it should be legal. I mean, I honestly don't see the big issue with it being legal. I don't see the problem here. I just don't, you know.
All right. Oh, you're saying? I mean, well, okay. If there is, FMJ says that most people do not agree with separation of church and state. Okay, then if there is going to be no separation of church and state, then if you're going to go by what you are taught in the church, which I mean for most of the country that would mean Christianity or based on thereof, then let's be fair about it. Then that's what I was saying before. If you want to bring the church into it, fine. Okay, so people that commit fornication, adultery, who get drunk, because I mean, after all, I mean, this stuff is condemned too. Let's put that to a ballot and see that most of the people that do these things, they can't get married either. So, I mean, let's be fair about it. So let me actually see if I can get this dude on. And by the way, you know, if you are part of the gay community on SRK, of course, you know, you feel welcome to call in, you know, and give your spot up, especially if you're directly affected by it. We have a large portion of the SRK community that do live in California, and I mean, I'm willing to bet that there might be a few people in the gay community on SRK that might be miffed at about this, because either they are already married and are worrying about their marriage being voided, or they was planning on getting married and now they found out they can't. So, you know, there's definitely could be some people that are adversely affected by this proposition. So, let me see if I can contact this this individual on AIM and see if he wants to come on the radio. Give me 1 second. Let's see if he's on AIM. He's not. Okay, never mind. Let me see here. Anyway, no, I mean, what I'm saying, though, is that it truly is. I mean, the sanctity of marriage, poor argument. Sanctity of marriage went out a long, long time ago. So now here on this thread here, there's this dude named Muff Daddy. He says, but I love how if you voted to ban gay marriage, you're automatically a bigot or a religious nut. We talked about this in another thread. In that other thread, all people did was fling the word bigot around against anyone who had anything alternative to say. If you voted to ban it on religious grounds, you were a bigot. If you were a black person who voted against it for whatever reason, then you were a tragic or ironic bigot. And then they pulled out the, but hey, you're black card, trying to say that you're black, ergo, you need to get behind the gays on this one. Yeah, I know I just said get behind the gays, no homo. I think it's funny.
You can't no homo with that. I'm sorry.
I think it's funny how the gays are blaming black folk and Mormons directly, as if a gang of Riley Freemans and Mitt Romney decided to commit a legislative hate crime against them by personally taking a shit on their marriage rights. Don't blame Mormons or black folks over this. 70% of black folks voted to ban it, so the fuck what? If the gays want to change anything, then they need to attack the means by which these types of issues are allowed to be on ballot in the first place. Anytime your rights are determined by a vote, you're basically putting your fate in the hands of the majority. Laws should apply to everybody, but they're sometimes targeted at specific groups. Ask any black person whether or not they think the Voting Rights Act should be renewed every X number of years. It shouldn't even be put to question. Okay. He said a lot here, so let me address the whole thing. No, I am not saying that those who voted for the gay marriage ban is a bigot or a religious nut. I'm saying that they're a hypocrite. I'm saying that voting for it makes no sense. because the reason you're voting for it is not because you feel, not because of there is data that suggested that if you allow them to marry, it will, cause cancer or I don't know, cause an asteroid to hit the earth or something. But they're doing it the same reasons why some people voted against the Civil Rights Act, is because they're basing it on their preference. And just like 40 years ago, some of them are using religion as a smokescreen, which doesn't work, which I just exposed. I mean, and again, if you're trying to say that you are voting for the ban because of religious grounds, then you should vote against fornication, adultery, and drunks as well, because they are also banned. They are also forbidden in the Bible. And in the case of drinking, or if someone who gets drunk, I can prove with that sense, I can prove that has a detriment effect on the society as a whole. Whether that means getting out and driving and killing someone by getting in a car accident, or abusing your spouse or your children. I mean, I could bring up myriads of points of how bad it is for society to have drunks, but I don't see nobody putting on there that, hey, you know what, we don't want drunks to get married. I mean, I don't see that. I mean, so what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you're a bigot or a religious nut. I'm just saying you're just a plain hypocrite. So, by the way, it was interesting, he brought up the Mormons. The Mormon church donated a significant amount of money to this campaign for Proposition 8. And I do agree with some of the protesters who said that should be investigated, because churches are not allowed to donate to political campaigns. And this is a political issue. So it was, there's a lot of people who think that the Mormon church should be stripped of their tax exempt status over this. Which, if it is true as it's stated, I wouldn't disagree. Why is the church getting involved in the political process? Oh, and again, it's not because I think they're trying to say, I want to preserve the sanctity of marriage. The sanctity of marriage doesn't even exist anymore. And believe me, you can also say that, hey, I can make the argument that, hey, I don't want anyone that commits fornication to get married, because they're demeaning the sanctity of marriage because they're having sex before they got married, which is only for married people, according to the Bible. So, hello? I mean, it does not make sense. It does not make sense at all. Man, I wish this dude was on AIM so I can message him. Alright. But you know what? The people believe. Okay. FMJ says that most people also will agree that there is sanctity in marriage despite the facts. Right. So let me ask you a question then, or I'll ask anyone else a question who agrees with that viewpoint. What does two men that you do not know, who you never would meet in most cases, decide to get married? What does that have to do with your marriage? My marriage, I mean, I'm not judging my marriage based on what other married people do. That's stupid. I base my marriage on what we do as married couples, So I don't get the whole idea that letting gay people getting married will somehow destroy the sanctity of marriage, because that does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. What people do behind closed doors, married couple, I can make the argument, okay, then, this marriage couple, these two heterosexual people that got married, man and woman, they say they decided to have a threesome with a cow. All right, so they have a threesome with a cow. I'm not going to, but I don't see nobody going out there and say, you know what? Because of that, let's outlaw, it's a really stupid argument. I mean, I really do believe that. Yo, who we got on the radio?
Yo, this is Shinobi from Bama.
Who's this?
It's Shinobi. What up?
Oh, what's up, Shinobi? What you got to say about this?
What do I say about what?
Have you been listening to the radio?
No, I don't have the internet.
Oh well, we were discussing that there was a little factoid that came out that 70% of black people that voted in the elections voted for Proposition 8. In other words, they voted to not allow gay people to get married. And I was just saying that's a little bit hypocritical.
Oh, okay. I saw that on the description on the thread, and I thought y'all was gonna be talking about Proposition 8. But yeah, man. You said black people 70% voted for or against Proposition 8. My bad. I just haven't been on the internet for a minute.
They voted for. In other words, they voted for the ban.
Oh, okay. They voted for the ban. All right. I mean, I haven't been catching up with the news, but I think that what black people, it is in Cali, right? I ain't think that many people live in Cali. I mean, black people, but I think I have to. I think many people will have to go for the. Go for the ban, because I know like most black people, they're not even like gay or even associated with them like that. The ones that's around here, but I have no idea how like what's over there in Cali or something like that. So I really can't comment on that.
All right, okay. I mean, I wanted to respond to something that FMJ said. He said that that people will have to explain to their kids why their gay teachers are getting married. Well, here's the thing, though. You're going to have to explain about gay relationships regardless of they're getting married or not. Whether it's a marriage or civil union, you're still going to have to explain to them.
Yeah. Because it's like I heard over the news that like gay and stuff like that, man. It's starting to become a part of our whole part of our society. It's starting to become like somewhat normal. So even though you don't want to talk to your kids about it, at one point, at one point you're gonna have to talk about it. Even though you want to may as well prolong it to maybe a fifth or sixth grade or something like that. But sometimes you gotta talk about it, stuff like drugs or alcohol or even gay people. I know it's strange for parents to be talking about it, but that's a part of how society is now. So gotta talk about it once in a while. I can't agree to that.
Holy shit!
So what's that number?
Bronson, I can hear you typing.
Damn, that's not good. Okay.
Oh.
No.
That rumbling?
Sorry.
I heard something rumbling.
No, that was Bronson. He was typing on his laptop.
I see.
Freaking webcam and mic.
Bronson, the answer is well, obviously it shows that this is really about his own preferences. Again, back to my point. Then it really is about the facts at hand. So it doesn't surprise me at all, and I did notice that as well.
This kind of irks me, It's kind of unnecessary.
Oh yeah, yo, mad. This is real mad off topic, and I'm sorry to break away from the Proposition 8, but did anyone see the premiere of Chase tonight?
The premiere of what?
No, it's a show on Sci-Fi.
It's a what?
So did you see it?
I saw some of it. I was watching Sweeney Todd on HBO, so I went away from it. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Pretty entertaining.
Yo, son, you should have seen it. That black guy was masterminding the whole thing.
I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
You'll have to explain to Bunk what it is. What Chase is.
Yeah, Chase is a show that they take 10 people at some empty place, and they send out hunters to catch them. It's like a video game. Have you ever heard about Mirror's Edge? It's kind of like that. where you just run around and try to get away from the people who are trying to catch you.
All right. I don't know what to say.
It was crunk though, because the black man on there, he was masterminding like everybody. He was like, yo, he was like, yo, there was like 3 or 4 of them, like at one time. It was like a black dude, like 3 white chicks, and so he was like, y'all can just like run on ahead, you know what I'm saying? Like keep an eye out for the hunters while I go and check out this puzzle over here and get what I need to get away from him. Now just keep that look out.
I'm so sorry. I did that by accident.
Oh, yeah, man. He was like, y'all just keep looking out for him, yo, while I go hack this puzzle and get this item that I ain't gonna share with none of y'all.
Okay. Back to the topic for a moment. I wanted to respond to something to FMJ for a second. He says, if it says right now it's the explanation, it's wrong, but people do it anyway. See, marriage is defined as a man and woman, the end. If marriage isn't defined that way, what's the explanation? Well, just because the law says that the marriage is defined as 2 people, it doesn't mean that you have to define it that way. I mean, you know, there are laws that people don't agree with all the time. I mean, the answer to your question is the explanation will be the same. It's wrong, but people do it anyway. See, marriage as we define it is between a man and a woman. The law says that it's for 2 people, but you know, I mean, the explanation doesn't change really. So, let me see here. Hey, I need some people to join me on the radio. I mean, it's like Bronson is he's sleepy. Go to bed, Bronson.
Yeah, I'm boring. I'm real boring. Sorry.
Go to bed.
Also fluffy.
How many people are on here right now?
Not very many. I mean, this might be one of those shows where we'll probably I'm gonna record and I put it up, and then we'll probably have a bigger show about it down the line once everybody listens to the podcast. So,
Oh, okay. Well, did what's name come on earlier about the sticks?
I'm sorry.
Got that guy's name.
No, he hasn't. I mean, I told him to holler at me as soon as he gets home. He says so. Actually, let me see if he's home yet. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Cause I got a glimpse of those sticks on Kotaku, whatever it is. And
Well,
they were hot.
Well, you know, it's not no disrespect to the Madcatz sticks. It's just I already paid $130 for the stick I have now. I'm not paying another $140 for yet another stick. I just bought this 6 months ago, and I mean it's stupid.
Isn't the stick like $70-something? Oh no! You must be looking. You must be trying to get like the guy like stick. You must be trying to get like the collector's
Well, I
edition.
mean, obviously, because I want to get something of comparable quality. I'm not going to sit there and buy a low quality stick. You know, I mean, I'm just saying is that the $140 stick is the one with, you know, apparently the hardware is the same as the Street Fighter 4 arcade. So, you know, so I mean that's the reason why, you know, I mean if I'm going to buy one, I'm going to buy one that's, you know, that I'm sure is going to work correctly. I mean, I just think
Madcatz usually doesn't screen quality. They haven't until now, pretty much.
Right, you know, and we know, and I mean, we got people from the SRK community who said that you know Madcatz wants to head in a new direction, and they have seen the product.
Shitty hardware.
Huh?
The new direction is not making shitty hardware.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, but some of the people in the community like Markman, and they're saying that, you know, it's going to be really good. So, you know, I'm going to take their word for it, and I'm going to think it's going to be really good. But that's not really the issue. Is like I'm just not. I mean, some people were asking why I'm buying a PS3. Well, at least with a PS3, I can buy a $20 adapter and I'll be done. You know, and on top of that, I'll have a Blu-ray player. You know.
On your damn monitor.
Huh?
Well, what did you get? What monitor did you get again? The 24 inch, wasn't it?
Yep, I got it.
No.
It's great. By the way, yeah, I guess I should touch on that a little bit. For those of you who know, the monitor that I told you guys about. I got it, and let me tell you something. It was the best $500 I spent. All right, and a lot of people would thought it's a little bit steep to pay that much for a monitor, but remember that this monitor has a few like nifty features. First of all, again, yeah, it's 25.5 inches wide. Viewing area. It's great. I'm not one dead pixel. I haven't been able to spot any dead pixels. Thirdly, there's 2 HDMI inputs. So in the future, I will be getting the Xbox 360, just not right now. And so I will be able to plug both of them into the monitor. It still has a VGA port that plugs to my computer. So I mean, I'll be able to theoretically be able to have my computer, my Xbox 360, my PS3 all hooked up to my monitor. And on top of that, it has a remote control that I can switch in between the sources. Well, whether it's going to be VGA or HDMI 1, HDMI 2. Also, it has a built-in digital tuner, so it can pick up HDTV over-the-air signals, which has been pretty nice. So I got a chance to, for the first time in my life, I got a chance to look for myself football in HD. And let me tell you, that was, I cried for about 20 minutes, and I was like, it was unbelievable. I even saw the freckle on Steve Smith's face. Steve Smith as in the receiver on the Panthers. I even saw the freckles on his face. Great. So it comes with a tuner, 2 HDMI inputs, a remote control. It's basically an HTV and a monitor in one. And since I don't have a TV, it was basically I just saved myself some money. My pics of the setup. Okay, here's the problem. Every time I took a picture of it, the picture came out shit. And I realized because I have a cheap phone.
Yeah, get a real phone. Get a real camera.
That's on my list after the PS3 and the Xbox 360 to buy a high-quality digital camera. But I do have pictures of what my desktop looks like with the monitor. And you can tell that it's actually pretty nice. I put the link there in the AlphaISM Radio channel.
I'll see you later. The props on that what's the name there though? Props on the monitor.
Huh?
I said props on the monitor though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's great. I mean I'm just saying, this monitor was double the price only I think like 5 or 6 months ago. So I mean it's really a high quality. And by the way, it is a monitor. Right now the monitor's resolution is 1920 by 1200 pixels.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, so
that's good. I can't remember what the resolution is for 1080p. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But it's close. It's close to that.
Right. And I mean, and I really want to really get the. I really can't wait. This is one of the reasons why I can't wait to get the PS3, because then I'll be able to look at it. I'll be able to see a movie truly in HD. What video feed? What are you talking about? You know what? I stopped crying, FMJ, about the Rams. Let me tell you something. Jim Haslett is a dumbass. He wants to keep on playing an ineffective quarterback. Fine. So the Rams will finish 3-13, which means we'll get a pretty high pick. So after that, the owners will probably say, you know what, thank you, but no thanks. And hopefully we get Steve Spagnuolo from the Giants. End of story. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah. All right, so yeah, so I mean, those of you who are looking for a great monitor, this is it. You know, I mean, it's pretty cool because I can switch in between my PC and my TV part of it with the remote control. I don't have to get out of bed. It's great.
You lazy bum.
What video feed? What the hell is that?
Stop doing that.
There is no video feed.
Oh snap, yo, fuck, cuz I was so bored at school one day that I went to Craigslist in my area.
Craigslist for what?
I was so bored at school today. Like I went to Craigslist. I went to Craigslist for my area, and they got some crazy. Yo, they got new maids in my area.
Okay.
Like nude Asian maids, son. But here's the thing though. They're 50 to 60 years old.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Something that may raise.
That's what really got me, because it's like, you know, like.
And that's something that makes Stevie Wonder flinch. Oh goodness, no. No.
I gotta hit them. One of these days, man, we gotta hit them up. We gotta hit them up. We gotta prank them, because that just blew my mind at school today.
Okay. Whoever posted this link to this Integra, oh no, she needs to be put back into the trunk. Okay. That is not a woman. I'm sorry, that is not a woman. I bet it has a mangina. That is not a woman. I'm sorry. What the hell, man?
Man, it just had like a whole bunch of stuff that I ain't think that my area had. Because I live in Alabama. Like, I ain't think they had nothing out here like that. But damn, let me open my mind though.
Just be glad you can't see what I'm seeing.
I'm glad I'm not. Because whatever y'all be seeing, every time y'all be having these shows, I don't want to be seeing it. I'm glad I ain't got no internet right now.
Yeah, yeah, that needs to be shot and put back in the trunk. By the way, if you haven't seen the new, if you have not seen the new Family Guy, it's pretty funny. So make sure you go see it.
Oh, not new Family Guy. Is that the one with Stewie fights Hitler or something?
No, that was 2 weeks ago. This one was the one where they found another Brian, because Brian's getting old, they say. So they found a younger Brian. Oh, you should see it. It's pretty funny.
Oh.
Ronson, I apologize. Because I just realized I fucked up.
You did, didn't you? What do you do now?
Oh, snap.
I'll type it to you.
Did you hear about the
Oh, you dick! Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
Yo, man, you need to get the new Cat Williams DVD.
You owl.
You know what? You know what? I want to get Cat Williams on the show because I wonder what he voted for on Proposition 8.
Yo, no.
I mean, he ain't saying it. He ain't saying it. But yeah, he is gay. I don't want to hear. He is gay. All right.
I was about to say, you can't get him on the show because he got arrested again.
For what? Let me guess. He had 300 pounds of weed.
He got arrested for the same reason he got arrested the first time. He had a gun.
What he
And I
needs a
think
gun
that
for? What, someone, he gonna shoot somebody that mess with his perm? What?
he went through another check at the airport, and he got caught with another gun.
Man.
Yeah.
Now, you know, he remember how he was talking about not being a bitch nigga?
Yeah.
You remember he had to talk about that? You know, I got another one. Let's say this is a lesson on how not to be a dumbass nigga. You know, and I mean, because what person is going to go to the airport and they're going to sit there and
I don't know, man.
well, I mean, let me ask you a question. Would you bring one if you go into the airport?
No.
Would you bring? Yeah. So what? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I forgot I had this 45 Magnum in my jock. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, he's funny and all.
But yeah, that was.
I mean, he's funny and all. Soul Glow. Oh no, man. That is funny, man.
Yeah, man. But when I saw that, man, I was like, yo, again, he got caught again. I don't even know the whole story. I don't even know the prosecution or anything like that. All I know is that he got arrested. For the same shit.
You know what? Cat Williams, he's gonna get like caught in a gay prostitution sting, and he's gonna be caught with Eddie Murphy in the backseat of his Escalade. I don't know, man. I really don't understand. You can just tell that there's certain people just ain't too bright. I just can't believe that he got the nerve to go and stand up and talk about bitch niggas and how, you know, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. You know, okay, I'd rather school a girl with my first nut, because since I'm a bitch nigga, since I did it without, you know, knocking the first one out the way, then go to the airport and get my ass arrested for bringing my pistol.
Oh man, that part of his stand up was funny though.
His stand up is funny, but he's a fucking hypocrite. That's the way he is. I mean,
yeah.
He's just.
Yeah, son, but that was bad. I thought he learned his lesson, but I guess not.
Goodness gracious. So Murdoch is in the room because he's feeling good because the Patriots won over the Buffalo Bills. Congratulations to the Patriots. Unfortunately, you lost to Delius Thomas for the year, so yeah, that's another starter that's gone. Before long, you're going to be playing with, like, rejects like the rest of us are. I'm sorry, you know, this is my little rant. You know.
Uh-oh.
I know, my brother.
I'm like, first of all, Mark Bolger needs to be like, there's no AAA football. I know it's AAA baseball. He needs to go back to college. He needs to do something, but he just needs not to be on the team anymore. That dude is seeing blitzes that are not there. That dude sits there like he scrambles out of the pocket and ain't no one there near him. You know, I'm like, what the hell, man? He misses easy passes. And he's like the most ineffective quarterback. I'd rather have Orlovsky from the Detroit Lions than deal with this dude. Hey, give me Derek Anderson. At least he shows some promise. You know, even though he's not the Mr. Consistent either, he's a lot more consistent than Bolger is. I'm sorry, you know, at Murdoch, as much as, you know, you are so happy about the win the Patriots had over the Bills, ain't no way they getting past the Titans. I'm sorry. So, like, they'll get to the playoffs, but the door is going to kind of get closed on them. Sorry. It'd be funny if the Titans go undefeated. But
Yo, Fred, that cracked me up. I mean, like, the Titans got on crack this season, man.
but without this young
head on
leader,
up there.
so anyway, who just closed the door?
Me.
Are you about to, do what I think you're gonna do?
What the fuck's wrong with you? No.
I'm just asking, because usually before you.
I'm just asking. Shut the fuck up. No. How dare you?
I'm just, I mean, because we had somebody masturbating on the show last time, and it was quite distracting.
What?
Who was?
What? Rewind that. What the fuck?
No, we had like some dude. He was really fapping it. I mean, he was. Yeah. I'm like, hey, listen, let me just stop the show so you can get your nut and then we can continue on, because I can't deal with all of that heavy breathing and the stuff. I can't deal with all of that.
Oh, son, you gotta concentrate.
You
gotta concentrate. Getting that out the way so you can finish the show.
Man, there was a joke. There was once a joke about that, you so dumb that you gotta concentrate when you masturbate. I'm like, who the hell concentrates when they masturbate? I'm sorry, people. I forgot. I made a. There's an unwritten rule that I will not talk about masturbation for more than 10 seconds on the show. I apologize for that. Moving on. Oh, D Nice. Okay, I guess we can go back for 10 more seconds because he knows about it. What's up, D Nice?
No.
What's poppin', kid? Just got home, waiting for my girl to come so I could fuck the shit out of her because I ain't fucked her in like weeks. But anyways, everything else is good. What's up?
Well, we just talking about masturbation.
Oh, really? Oh, man, I haven't done those in a minute. So I can't
What's up, D Nice?
All right, hey, D Nice, did you see the radio topic for tonight?
Oh yeah, ban gay marriages and shit.
Yeah. What would you have voted? I'm kind of curious. What would you have voted?
Probably would. I probably would just say, like, I probably would say no to that just for the hell of it.
Oh, that's wrong, man.
Just fuck it. No, I'm talking about like Proposition 8. Wait, is that?
No, wait a minute. I should explain that if you vote yes for it, that means you're voting for the ban. If you vote no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yes for the ban, no for letting the gays do whatever they want.
I'm like, let them do whatever they want. I mean, as long as they don't affect, they don't touch me in any form of way.
Yeah, but man, but look at that body though, man. How you expect them not to touch you, man? That's not.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm just being real with you, man. I'm sorry, I can't keep it up. This is just like when we caught that one black dude, man.
Oh, God.
Oh, D-Nice, you forgot that quick. We caught that one black dude with Skeletor G. That one straight black dude, man, that was hella funny. Anyway, you've forgotten.
I can't wait, man. Next week, going next weekend, going to Atlanta for my birthday. Gonna like get drunk and shit. I probably will not make it back. Yo, who's that? Yo, who's on the phone anyway?
I got Bronson on here.
Drive an extra 200-something miles, come to Bama.
Who is that?
Shinobi.
Who's on?
Shinobi lives in one of the Confederate states. He lives in Alabama.
Oh yeah, I ain't stepping foot in there.
No, that's right. Black people know. Black people know. The black people know to stay the fuck out of Alabama. You know what? Hey, listen. You know who told me that? The white people in my family. Cause I got white people. My uncle married a white lady. She's like, don't ever drive there alone unless you part of a FBI entourage or something, because your ass will be hanged by your toenails. What?
But you know what? But you know what though? it's only specific parts. I live nowhere near.
Only specific parts. I mean, that's only 92% of it. Yeah, I mean, so.
Like,
I gotta understand if you like going to the country, Coleman, to like go see your dead grandma or something.
Niggers.
Like if you're just going like you're just going to the city. If you're going to the city to chill, then like that's cool.
It's good, nigga. Now listen, man. First of all, how you not going to drive to the country? It's like if you're driving to Alabama, whether it's going to be Biloxi or whatever. I mean, you're going to have to drive through some country to get to the city. So I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. You don't set foot in there, man. Because eventually you got to stop for gas, and it's just going, and that shit's just going to turn real foul real quick.
Yo, seriously, just stay on the interstate. That's all I'm telling you.
How can you stay on the interstate? You gotta stop for gas.
Oh, they have specific gas stations.
So, as many times as we have left the state, we actually lived here. We had.
So all KKK members, I gotta show the membership card though.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm gonna get off. Okay. Oh, it was a Shell station. Oh, look at all those white sheets. I mean, shoot, man. I go inside that. I'm gonna go inside that place to purchase some soda or something, and they change the songs. I'm gonna hang a nigga tonight. No, I don't really need to hear all of that.
I get commission if I hang a nigga. $50 commission right there. That's a lot of money. We don't do this because of the hate. We do this for the money. We ain't got no jobs. They took our jobs. So now we trying to.
There are still segregated bathrooms down in Alabama.
Of course. Reason being because those niggas got some pretty long penises. So when they take the shit, they dip their penis inside the damn water. And, it sit in there already.
What the fuck are you on about? What the shit was that?
Seriously, real talk. The only segregated water fountains I've seen is the one at the museum.
Okay. You know what? You keep on fucking around, you're gonna be in the museum. That's what I'm saying.
No. Listen, dog. I understand that. Like, I don't even touch those parts that like I'm not even supposed to.
You know what? Hey, listen. I'm gonna go to that museum. I'm gonna see a few things. I'm gonna see the first Model T Ford. I'm going to see the first airplane. I'm going to see the first black person dumb enough to drive through Alabama and see his ass hanging up and upside down by his toenail. That's what I'm going to see.
No, man. You're going to be seeing stuff like the rendition of where Martin Luther King died, the hotel.
Well, that was in Tennessee.
Yeah, like a whole...
No, I'm just saying that, you know what? Hey, listen. I bet if I go down to Mississippi, or I'm sorry, if I go to Alabama right now and I stop at a gas station, I know, you know what that cashier gonna tell me? Only black people here are in the TVs. That's what they gonna tell me. You want to come on back and see my nice little news?
You want to watch when he visit Alabama and those cops were beating the shit out of those black niggers? Yes, black and niggers. That's an oxymoron, but. It's the point that they beat him down like it was a game. I think it was like a wrestling match. It was like one-sided. I think those niggas deserved it. All they did was trying to drive through our neighborhood with the loud ass music. Ain't nobody hear that.
That's right. That's why when I drive through, if I ever have to drive through Alabama, I'm playing Bach's Concerto in G major. All right.
But you need to play that Garth Brooks. That's one heck of a fella right there.
Garth Brooks. I don't have any Garth Brooks CDs.
White nose breathing all white man right.
Man, you do that a little bit too well. Are you like an infiltrator, man? Are you trying to infiltrate?
Oh man. Oh man, I just watched too much Chappelle.
N-I-G-G-A-R is the nigger family.
Why the hell y'all talking about masturbation?
Huh?
Why the hell y'all talking about masturbation?
Why you bringing it back up? Is there something? Is there a reason why you want to go back to that subject?
Hey, we talking about Bama.
I like to hear, because Ben, you got some weird ass stories, baby.
What? Okay, first of all, I forgot how we got to the masturbation discussion. I honestly do.
I closed the door, and you were like,
Oh yeah, that's right. Bronson closed the door, and then I assumed that he was about to start getting private. So I just want to make sure that I was going to stop the radio and let him finish before we continue on, because the last dude that was on the show, he was fat. He was hard breathing and stuff. Man, I told him, like, listen, man, just go ahead and catch the nut. And
Whoa, what happened?
there was a dude on the radio, and he was hard breathing and stuff. And I just told him, let me know when he busts one, and we'll continue the show.
We interrupted the whole show just so he could make sure he get his nut.
Hey, yo, man, this chick I'm fucking with, though, I met her at the club. A white club, by the way. Well, not really a white club. It is a white club because, they play all that white music, but they rich. So, I'm messing with this one chick. Like, she's bisexual. She sucks dick great. She said she wanted to have foursome.
Shit.
Like, 4 girls. Like, no, 3 girls and this me. I all sucked my dick at once.
Man.
what the hell's going on?
Yo,
Don't stop. Shit.
Yo, man, you can't find girls diligent like that these days, man.
Yo, I mean, me and her, I was gonna dump her, but I was like, nah, man, I just wanna have sex with her all the day. Now, I'm off tomorrow and Thursday, so she's just coming, she's on her way here now. I'm gonna fucking sit out of her, like, busting up like 4 times in her face and shit. Let her take my shower, fuck her in the shower, bust a nut in her face again. Wake up in the morning, fuck her, bust a nut again. It's been 3 damn weeks. I'm ready.
Man, it sounds like you're going through withdrawals or some shit. You like,
No,
man, it's
fuck.
been 3 weeks. Shit. Since I
I've been
touched you.
working.
He ready to pull out that 3-hour shift on that pussy, right?
And she's not from here. She's from like Indiana. She gets here from school. So I'm like, shit, I could cheat on her any day I feel.
Oh my god.
What? I'm being real. I'm being like most of the black men that try to like be sneaky and shit, but it's just easy for me because she lives like in another damn city.
Hey, so like, what I want you to do is I want you to call into the show and like leave the phone out.
Yo, I would do that. I would definitely do that. I will wake you up and say, listen, put on the show right now. You're gonna hear live sex.
Yeah, I want you to do that, because I think that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Are you honestly? Yo, you honestly gonna do that?
Huh?
Are you honestly gonna do that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's the one thing that we haven't done yet. I mean, we can get somebody.
Nice. What the fuck? Of course I'm
Yo,
gonna do
son.
this.
Yo, son. I only got one thing to say to that.
What?
Save my number. Save my
Hey,
number.
listen.
This is my cell. This is my cell. I go to school in the mornings, which is holiday.
That's right. You know that one nut before bed. All right,
Yep.
SRK, man. All right, this dude, man, he met a girl to fucking die for, but he's like, nah, man, she's married, has a kid. What kind of fucking excuse is that?
What? Hold on. What's the excuse?
No, he found a girl that's, it's pussy in shoes and high heels, and he gonna turn it down because she's married and got a kid.
Why the fuck would you not turn that down?
Cause she got a kid. Wow.
I mean, you just come on, man. D-Nice, you should understand that I mean, hey, there's a little something on the side, right? The way you live your life dangerously. Oh, and you sitting up there talking about, oh, no,
Well, I had I felt Wendy. She had a kid, and she was still associated with her baby father, and I still felt her. So what?
Yeah, see, there you go. How was the pussy?
They're like,
It's all right.
she doesn't like that style. So I mean, that's my only issue.
So what you give her, a 6 from 1 to 10?
I'll give. Well, I'll give her. Yeah, I'll give her like a 7 because
Hey, that's okay. You know what? Do you remember the prank call I did about with that one girl with the angry boyfriend when I told her that she had a job at the airport, but she needed to do some shit?
Yeah, you dumbass.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. See, just do the same thing I did. Tell her that, you would love to get her a job in exchange for a job, a blow job. Just tell her that. Tell her, a job for a job. Just tell her that, all you just like, hey, listen, all I want to do is just do a little cream pie in the face and be done with it, Then maybe tap the ass every, couple of weeks or so. Hey, oh man. I know, but you need to make, I know she didn't jump on you, but you got to make your presence felt in more ways than one. It's like that like Donald Duck said in that skit, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Oh, good lord.
Barney's and Noble. Oh my god. Tuesday is the funniest shit. I need that video you posted. That shit is funny as fuck.
What?
Watch the video SRK Atomic posted on the channel.
Who posted it? Atomic. Where is it?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna repost it here. That's it.
Oh, yeah. I had this up. I posted. Let me hold on.
Cheap steak.
Who? Yeah, man. It's tube steak, nigga. Once again. Out here on the block, like we always do.
He ain't hard to find.
Is that a rapper? Does he rap? Yo, Aaron, I tried to help you. I tried to show you some love, nigga, and you shit on me, niggas.
Don't tell him. I don't know this.
About to end this nigga career, man.
Dog.
Fuck your comic
We
strip,
out here
nigga.
every day, though.
Star, we ain't know where a bookstore was, nigga. We right here in front of Barney's and Nobley, nigga.
Every day.
Came in here and got all your books, nigga.
God.
You know what I mean?
Barney's and
Fuck
Nobley's.
this book, nigga. All the rage, nigga. We got rage, nigga. We in the streets.
Hold it up. It's a salt bag anyway. When was the last time you took a cigarette burn, nigga?
You're not a real nigga. You draw
day.
comic strips, nigga. We on strips, but we on the strip, nigga.
Real niggas don't write books, man. Let me see you do some real nigga shit. Dunk a basketball, nigga.
You see what you did, Mr. Magruder? You see what you did, Aaron?
You see Crip shit? No. You see Crip shit? No. You see Crip shit? No.
Look at all these words in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling this, man.
Half this shit ain't even in color, nigga.
It ain't even in color. That's
So
rude.
black and white.
I'm gonna color them in with piss. You feel me? That's how I'm gonna color the motherfucker.
Oh my
You
God!
gonna do a signing, man.
Yeah,
So me and my
you
niggas can
pissed
come
on it.
through and bust your ass, nigga. He don't even support the troops, nigga.
You an American, man.
Yo, so all my real niggas, go buy the book. Nah, for real, I'm gonna keep it real. Go buy the fucking book.
Yeah.
Go buy all the books you can. And know what you do?
You do what with it?
Yo, shit on that book. You so fucking breaded up, nigga. I'll go in there and buy another fucking 20 stacks and shit on all of them.
Shit on them. Two. Take a shit on them.
What the hell?
Yo, man, I was old.
Oh, goodness. What's up with the Shaquille O'Neal look-alike?
Yo, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm in the corner of Barney's and Nobley's.
Yeah, son. That was just some work for that Boondocks, what's the name?
Yeah.
But it was funny though when it came out though.
Oh my god.
But Vaughn.
Hold on, I got Rotendo. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh shit. Sendo.
No, I named my kid Rotendo. I like that name so much. I just
like
call
the
him
name
Ro
that
for
much,
short.
but,
There we go. Well, and when he's small, I call him Tendy. Then when he grows up, it'd be like Ro, just Ro for short.
So, what's the show about? The topic was about Proposition 8.
Well, half of it was about Proposition 8, and half of it is going to be about the upcoming announcement. Well, now, I should say it was the upcoming announcement. It was just some inside info about the new Madcatz sticks. And he's calling in now, folks.
Yeah.
Slow golf clap.
What was that?
Slow golf clap. Yeah. Exactly like I said. What the fuck?
Fuck that shit. It's all about the Dragon Ball movie thread. Oh shit. The Dragon Ball movie got a trailer.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
How
I
many
saw
of
the
these games do they
trailer.
make so far?
It's like, you gotta see this movie. I don't know why. You just gotta
Before,
see it.
and let me guess. And after that, you want me to look at Mortal Kombat versus DC again, right?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. No, I'll just play it.
I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy a copy of that game. And I'm gonna take a shit on it.
That's just
Right.
unnecessary.
That's right. I'm gonna take a fat dump on it, and I'm gonna take a picture on it, and then I'm gonna upload it.
And take a shit on the picture. And then the cycle
Right.
continues.
And the name of the picture is gonna be turd on top of turd.
Awful.
Really, and I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna hold it in too for a day, so the shit is long and curly.
Oh, I'm glad.
Unnecessary.
Oh, angry Bunkei on this Mortal Kombat versus DC. I saw the commercials, man. That commercial is that commercial is drastic.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit?
What are you talking about?
Dragon Ball. I just saw the Dragon Ball live action teaser. I am shit.
Live action? Oh no! See, you
Oh
just
God.
get off the show, man. Get off the show, man. That's just
Oh God. My eyes.
man. That's one step above foreign porno, man. Come on.
This is worse than female porn. Oh God. Oh.
I said foreign porn.
Oh God.
I mean some chicken.
Goku's like, yo, the movie, Goku said, I am not ready for this. Oh God.
I don't even want to.
Piccolo's a albino. Oh God.
Piccolo was an albino vampire.
Oh,
Man, y'all stupid.
oh God. No. Oh God.
Is that what Murdoch posted?
Fuck what Murdoch posted.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to hang myself.
What's popping? Camera killers.
Yo, what up, man? What's going on? What's poppin'? Well, listen, this is my block right here. You know, y'all gotta share this with me right here. This is your spot over here. I'm over here, baby. You know what I mean?
What's poppin', Phil? Yo, y'all shit a block with his uncle just came home and all that bullshit.
The best.
Who your uncle?
Ronnie. You know Ronnie.
Tell Ronnie, fuck Ronnie, nigga. Fuck that nigga.
You gotta share this block, man.
East Side block, nigga. Tell niggas suck dick.
What?
Like that. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's poppin', bitch? You tell me, man.
What's poppin'? What's poppin', homie? Huh? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Huh? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Poppin' now, nigga. That's what's poppin', bitch. That's what's poppin'.
What the fuck was that? That was really pointless.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's popping is the YouTube video that took about 49 seconds out of my life that I want back. That's what's popping.
Oh,
Nah,
just like
watch
the
this.
Dragon Ball Z movie.
Nah, this much is funny, yo. This one I'm about to post is real. Like, that movie, Killer Season, is like fucking comedy, yo.
Listen, man, I can't allow you to post that in the
It's
channel,
like so,
man.
it's like so
I can't.
badly-
Hey, listen,
it's like-
we about to get Rotendo on here, man. We can't have that, man. We can't have that. Hold on.
Hold on, Ben. Yo, Ben, what's popping?
Well, yeah, what's popping you off the radio?
Hello?
Rotendo, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Yo,
what's up?
poppin'? Yo, Rotendo, what's popping? What's popping, son?
Hey, shut up.
Oh,
Goodness.
dog.
Gosh, man. I always got the ignorant niggas on the radio whenever. Okay, all right. How you doing today, man?
Yo, nigga. You did
Good.
disrespect the whole race. That's a crack.
What's been going on with you, man?
Not much, it's been working.
It's
Not
working.
it.
I hear you. How's life at GameStop?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Hey, yo, son. Hey, Rotendo, man. Yo. Put me on with an Xbox, nigga. You know this. I'm gonna send you a broken one. I want you know what to do. Every fat person do this. You know they switch out the broken one with the good one and put it in the box. Just hook it up, yo. Come on. Come on. Yo, what's poppin'? Nigga? Come on.
Dude, I'm about to pop your ass off the radio if you don't stop with that what's popping bullshit. I mean, goodness gracious. What's popping is that I got Roll on here for a very, very special reason, and because he got the insider scoop on the Madcatz sticks that are coming up, and you know what? I gotta hear it.
Hey, yo, man, bro, that shit gonna have like the see-through shit, like all the Madcatz controllers?
The what?
No, it's not see-through.
Oh, man.
I get it. Those Madcatz GameStop special.
Hey, but you know what? Before we continue on with Tenno, man, I do need a favor. I need you to hook me up with a PlayStation 3.
Yo, didn't one thing just say something with a 360 and you shut him off?
Yeah, because it's my fucking shit. He don't care. He about to go fuck in about 10 minutes. What does he care about Xbox right now?
Oh, me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ain't hurting. What?
Yo, hold on. It's all about the fucking Xbox, nigga. Xbox greater than pussy right now, son.
Oh no, yeah, you bullshitting right now. You bullshit.
Oh, what you know about that Xbox, yo? And also, I already pre-ordered my fucking Tatsunoko versus Capcom because I find a way. I actually know how to make that little hack shit on the Wii, so you can play import games. I actually had to buy Zelda.
Rotendo, I apologize, man. You know, everyone's out to trying to get their own thing. They're all being selfish and not really paying attention. But let's say, man, you know, I need help in that PlayStation 3, man. You know,
I'll see what I can do. I don't know. Man, everybody needs help with something except for me, man. Y'all
You live in Alabama, ain't no black person gonna go there and help you. What the fuck?
No, man, I just want to know about the stick, man.
Alright, yo, give us some information with the stick. Yo, have you seen the stick yet?
Yeah.
what's your impressions?
My impression was like they had for us pretty much like a finalized version of the tournament edition.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting ready stands like, you know, their finalized version was getting ready to be shipped off to Japan so they can, like, you know, get final approval. So it's not like the final, but so you guys get, you know, Capcom's approval first. So, you know, this so they see what changes, you know, that they may want to see. So pretty much it's not like the final version, but, you know, the finalized before, you know, it was approved for the tournament edition. The ones I played, I got to actually play on the tournament edition and the standard, you know, stick, and they both seem, you know, pretty good. So those that, you know, are kind of like
short, you know, don't have, they're not going to be able to come up with $150 for the tournament edition. They can still buy the cheaper end, and it's still, you know, it's pretty sturdy. You know, I think that the other stick, you know, will be fine. A lot of people will be buying the other one, but the only thing is that, you know, these are like a very limited, because they told us that they're only getting like shipped to like 3,000 stores. Only 3,000 stores are getting sticks.
What?
So it's like, you know, and they're limited, yeah. So they're very limited. So unless you reserve it, you know, your store may not see it. So if you don't have reserve, you know, there's a good chance that you may not see it in the store.
Wait. Hold on. Let me take off my weave. Okay, here, you telling me that
this shit's gonna be just like Jordans and shit? Gonna be mad limited to certain stores? Yo, there's gonna be people camping out for those sticks, yo. I'm hyped, son.
Man,
I'm
you
hyped.
know what, man? You listen, man. Madcatz need to understand. You know what happened with the PlayStation 3? People got shot over that shit.
And the Wii.
Yeah, because what happens, like, is that they don't think, when I was talking, you know, they're not too sure about how well it sells. So I was talking to them, you know, and Mark was there. So Mark's pretty much on the same boat. You know, he wants to sell out, but it's all about how well, you know, us managers can push, you know, the product and sell it. So their thing is that GameStop only bought like so many of them from them. So it's gonna be very limited. It's gonna be like there's gonna be at least 2 of the standard arcade stick. Every store is probably gonna get no more than 2 for the 360 and 2 for the PS3. So you better be damn sure, you better be, you know, well to reserve a copy as soon as it's reserved, because that's the only, it's the way it looks like you could get, unless you decided to reserve it through Madcatz's website. Because if you don't reserve it to GameStop, you can also reserve it to the website as well.
So let me just so they don't know. I mean, because they don't know how popular it's going to be, they're going to do a limited first run, and if you don't reserve your stick really soon, you're going to be fucked.
Yeah. Because due to history, you know, the Street Fighter line hasn't really sold that well in the past, and they did it, research or whatever. So we had an opinion on like other products that had like this, and whether, you know, they're selling now, like the new, for example, the new Anna Commando coming out. Mm-hmm. So we pretty much voiced our opinion on whether we can, you know, will sell very well or not. So they're kind of iffy about certain of the Capcom products. So that's like one reason, and it's pretty much based on what I told them is how well their customer is informed of the product. You know, like for me, I thought I could at least, you know, 20 of those in my store, you know, the sticks alone, because I'm so excited about it. I know that there's a lot of the hardcore fighter, you know, hardcore gamers / you know, the serious tournament players out there that would buy it. Whereas you got the stores is, you know, very little knowledge of Street Fighter, that, you know, they wouldn't be able to, you know, sell that product that well. So it's all based on, you know, the strength and knowledge of, you know, the manager and the staff, you know, that particular store.
Damn, that's the whole Florida then. Shit, I'm out of luck.
Hey, listen, you know, hey, Rotendo, man, you know, let me cop one of those sticks, man. You know, I'll go ahead and test it out, make sure that, you know, it all works and everything. I'll give you my completely unbiased review. You know, I just, you know, I want to be part of the action. You know, I want to, you know, to really, I mean, I'm just making sure that, you know, there's going to be an informed opinion about it. You know, some people are really dumb. You know, you can't really trust them to give you an honest opinion. But you know what? I'm always there for the community.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, Rotendo, or anybody, do anyone have the picture of the stick? Of the 2 sticks that's being... Yeah, I would like to see the 2 pictures. The difference between the tournament and the regular one.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What was the question again?
Alright, basically, what's the difference between the regular one and then the tournament one? Like, what's the difference with the sticks?
Pretty much, the tournament edition is exactly just like the V-Flix arcade. Kind of looks like, you know, just the same parts, the same layout, everything. Exactly, you know, same parts used on the arcades. You could use the same parts. The standard ones, they use I think just the regular Sanwa parts. So they won't use the same parts as used like in the arcade, version Street Fighter 4. Also,
so the tournament had Sanwa parts then.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yo, fuck, I gotta camp out for them shits.
Hey, listen.
So because like the parts of those parts are more expensive, so that's another reason why for like limited edition they bought like in bulk. So in terms of price, that's why the tournament edition is more expensive because it's exact. Those parts are more expensive. They're exactly just like the arcade. They had the finalized version, which is not yet like official or anything yet. None of this is like official yet until it gets okay and thumbs up from Capcom. So pretty much what we were told is pretty much has not been approved yet. So pretty much not even we get to tell about the date. I signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't really discuss the date. They have an idea of the date, but it's all really up to Capcom. So if they decide that they're unhappy with some of the features or some of the way the stop fiction, then let's go back and revision. They're going to go and do some adjustments, slight changes to it from what we saw. What I can say is that sometime before Thanksgiving, their goal is to have those things ready to reserve, to be reservable, before Thanksgiving. I have a date, but we can't really say give a date. Pretty much the whole reason behind everything is because they don't want to steal Capcom's thunder. Pretty much they want to be the first to put on the website and let everyone know, hey, we got new shit coming out. This is what it's going to contain. This is the date. This is the way we reserve it as. So pretty much is why everything is kind of like under the table, because they want Capcom, or Capcom wants to be the first to let everyone know, and they want they're very secretive about what gets leaked out and not. Otherwise, Madcatz, they want people out there to know, but they don't want pretty much to be responsible for all the other information. Some of the information is okay, but pretty much all has to do with what Capcom approves and not. So pretty much is why really can't disclose any other the other pertinent information about it.
Okay, so basically, for those of you out there, this means that whenever it comes out to be reserved, go and reserve your shit now. Rotendo, I trust you're going to go ahead and reserve me a copy. I can pay you back. But why is they laughing? All right. I mean, he knows I'm good for it.
Why are you laughing over there?
I don't know.
Nah, never mind. Oh, snap. I got another call in line. I'll probably hit y'all up next time. I got another call.
Okay, go. Take a call.
All right.
Alright, so, back. Alright, so, there we go. So, sometime in the next, what's today, the 11th? So, literally, sometime in the next, 14 or 15 days, there's going to be an opportunity for us to reserve those sticks. And again, you guys out there need to go and reserve it if you want any, if you really want the... I mean, I'm sure that if it's a massive success, they'll do a second run, but I ain't going to sit there and be out in the cold. And I know that some of you greedy assholes, I know the first thing you'll do is put them up on eBay for $500. Fuck that.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be like a limited run. When it comes to the pad's pretty much the same thing. They have...
you with your friends?
What is that?
What is that?
You don't even know their names? Damn.
What is that?
An angry person?
That's D Nice.
Oh, he's probably still on. Yeah. Let's talk.
Hello?
What are you playing in the background?
That's my girl. Hold on.
Oh, hello, Miss. About to get fucked up the shit out of in about 10 minutes. How you doing?
Hey, what? You want to what?
All right. Back to the topic
Sounds like
at
someone's at
hand.
a drive-through or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yo, just hit me up. Hit me up when.
So, now for the people that can't afford the $140 version,
Or don't want it.
huh?
Or don't want it, because truthfully, I don't really want that. I want the control pad that they're making.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause I play pad. I don't play with sticks.
My bad, guys.
I don't like sticks.
Hey, somebody send me a picture of the sticks. I want to see the sticks.
Don't help him. No.
I don't know where to find them.
I do. Hang on a second.
Hey, what's the retail? What's the retail for? Oh, what is it?
I think there's one for
Was it-
70, one for 140, and then the pads are 40.
170.
The 141 was. Is that the tournament one? Was it Sandwell parts?
At least, yeah.
Most definitely, man. I gotta get them shits, man.
I heard someone mention the pads.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Like for those, that's nothing I wanted to address on. A lot of people want to know how the pads were. Now, those have been also they have been officially finalized, but they're going. You know, you've seen the pictures with the different. You know, have like Akuma, Chun-Li, and whatever on the cover, or on the front on the pads. Now, I'm pretty sure I can say this. Those pretty much be the same thing. They can be limited, but they're not gonna like stop production of those, as they have plans in the future to release like other characters from the game. So pretty much everything. Also, when it comes to like the art, and Assault has something that guys will get through Capcom's approval, and they got to get the artwork, and they got to work with the artists and everything else too, because you know their artwork, you know how it's all about the representation and a visualization of you know their products and how they want it, you know, to appear. So that got to get approved, and you know that got to get run through, you know, the marketing and you know through Capcom as well. So, but in the future, once the first few batches are gone, and then it's like the next wave, say like the Series 1, Series 2, or versus 1 versus or round 1, round 2, for example. So for the pads, there are somewhat plans like that, you know, in the future. So for those of you planning to get the pads and it's not a certain character that you want, you know, there are plans that talks about releasing more, you know, later on.
Okay.
And there's another thing, there's going to be a version for the 360, and it's going to be a version for the PS3. Now, the PS3 version is going to be wireless. You know, it's going to come with a, you know, receiver and everything for the USB receiver. And 360, though, it's not going to be wireless. It's going to be pretty much wired, you know, USB.
So wait,
And we talked about this before. We talked about this before, how, you know, why that is, you know, the wireless and versus the, you know, the USB cable and, you know, compatibility with and everything. So those questions I asked as well. I didn't have the answer to it. I asked those questions to, you know, the guys and everything. And the main reason is because of Microsoft. Why they want to wireless, because of the contract and because of the licensing issue that they have to have with through Microsoft when it comes to their wireless technology. You know, there's a certain chip that has to be licensed, and you have to pay royalties and everything. So it's about money. And then, you know, pretty much Microsoft is very strict about, you know, who has, you know, that technology, that license. So they have to acquire a license, they have to acquire that right, you know, to use that technology in order for, you know, to be wireless. So that's why for the 360 version, when it comes to the pads, it's not going to be wireless. But if you're buying PS3 pads, it's going to be wireless.
So I mean, what about the PC? Like, will it work? Like, how does it work? Have you tried that or?
For the PC, I asked about that as well. They really
Like for the joystick, like for the 360 stick, right? The wire, the PCB. Like when you plug it in, I mean, did it have any lag to it? Did you try it?
Everything's been tested, you know, to the most, you know, to the utmost extent, in mind to those that, you know, want to play it, say on, their own, PC using, you know, on other games. Pretty much their market, you know, is 360 and PS3. They're not saying that you can't use it on PC. They're not saying that you can't use it for other games or any emulators per se, because the focus is Street Fighter, you know, Street Fighter 4, HD Remix for PS3 and 360. So nothing, you know, that they're not trying to sell for PC. So pretty much, you know, it's nothing that was an issue that, you know, they did not want to leak out, whatever. So I'm not saying that you can't use it in the PC. I am not saying that you will not be able to use it on any other games or any other programs. But yes, I'm just not, you know, saying that. I'm not saying that Madcatz are saying that it's 100% compatible. I'm just not saying that, you know, they are not trying to make that their, you know, focus, whatever. Oh, you can use it on this, you can use it on whatever. They're just pretty much saying that they're coming out with the pads and sticks, you know, for the PS3 and 360. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question? Do you know any good PS2 to Xbox 360 converters?
The only one that I know for the PS2, PS3, there usually was one that Sony came out with a year or so ago when it first came out, and those have been all pretty much discontinued. So discontinued SKU or deleted SKU in the system where we no longer carry it unless like some stores would have like a back stock of it or have it, you know, in a stock room, or they would have it used. Stores still carry it used, but as far as, you know, finding it brand new, that's gonna be a little bit harder because no one carries it anymore. You know, something that they felt that their focus was PS3, and not many people were going to be using PS2 controllers or PS2.
I'm talking about PS2 to Xbox 360 though.
The Xbox 360?
Yeah.
The converters?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of any, but I do know the third party that you would find like at Radio Shack. I know like Radio Shack carries them, or they'll carry the Xbox to PC, whatever, and those are somewhat compatible. You just I'm not sure how compatible are they, or, you know, they're 100%. I know I have one for, you know, PS2 to PC that I've used for years.
I got the same thing.
So it's all a matter of how what controller you're using. So if it's like a first party Sony controller, then the I guess the percentage of that working is a lot more higher than using a third party controller, PS2 controller or accessory to PC or PS3.
Okay. Well, it's just this is where I was coming from, is that, you know, I just bought this HRAP 2 6 months ago, and I paid $130, and I really just don't feel. I mean, it's like, my goodness, I'm getting flooded, believe it or not, which doesn't work as good as it. Oh, some dude named Cumshot. Okay. Hold on for a second. Okay, so yeah, I'm not looking to spend another $140 on the stick. I mean, it's just, man.
I mean, there's a lot you people to do with it. It said the only thing that with Madcatz, they are not trying to advertise as in, hey, you can do this, now it's because of the licensing that they have with Capcom, and pretty much their marketing, like I said, they're marketing for the 2 console. Pretty much they are trying to pretty much protect their ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that in mind, they have designed it very easily for you to mod it. Put your own. You could replace everything. Is pretty much is replaceable. I mean, you can everything is quick disconnect. So they had the modifier for the tournament players in mind. So they have quick disconnect. So you're able to take it apart. You can switch out the button. You can switch out. It has the mountain bracket. Everything's been the thought process in this has been taken to the modifier. The actually tournament players, hardcore players, top players in mind. That they want to switch out sticks or use to install a bat stick or whatever. Someone wants to mix part in it. So everything's been taken into consideration so that when you want to switch out parts, for those modders out there, they want a different color, they want the see-through, buttons or whatever. They don't have to worry about, cutting the wires or, pretty much the mountain brackets or anything. Everything's been taken that into consideration. They're just not trying to market as, hey, this is a universal, controller. You can use on PCs. You can do this, whatever. That's not how they're trying to market it. Like I said, pretty much they're marketing it as a Street Fighter 4, arcade stick for the PS3 and 360. However, it's been, I guess you could say, it has been designed for us, the modders and top players or whatever in mind, but they just, not advertising it, like that.
So
you're not going to see on the packaging, you can do this, you can do that, it's compatible with this, you can swap out buttons, whatever. It's not going to mention any of that at all.
Right. But my question is, so is this the same for the other one, the cheaper version, or is it just as true for the tournament edition version?
Pretty much both. Both feelings the same way. It's that you get more out of it for the tournament edition.
Of course. Oh well, looks like I'm gonna wait for Street Fighter 4 on
and the
PC.
the parts used, is more, expensive. But I played the standard stick, it's very sturdy. If I couldn't get, say for example, I'm gonna get one, but if I couldn't get a hold of a tournament edition one, for example, I don't reserve one, and again with standard one, I'll be satisfied with the standard stick because it's like the Green Goblin, it's like the H-Tech controller, but better, it's sturdier, has a slight slant on the front, so it's very comfortable. You just lay your hands on, it's like very, very natural feeling, the placements and everything. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be happy with just the standard stick if they cannot afford the tournament edition stick. And it's also, modifiable.
Okay.
Okay, wow. So, wow. Oh my God. So the regular one is the one. All right. So the basic one is the one on the left side, right? Or is that the tournament one?
The basic one will be the.
I'm looking at the pictures now. There's a
Yeah.
basic one that has all the characters in it, or all the main characters in it. That was in Street Fighter, and there was a regular another one that just has a black picture on it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's you look what you're looking at is the term edition has like the black background or the red background. There's two different face plates. Like I said, all that could change. So they really didn't really talk much about like the face plates or anything at the tour or at the meeting. But the wider one is, there's a lot of things you can remove the side panel, and like you have two tournament edition, you can pretty much remove the right side of one, remove the left side of the other, put it together, and you have like a 2-player setup.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
That's what's up. So, all right. So there's this one that's pretty huge. Is that the regular console accessory stick?
The big one?
Like
the big one is the big picture. That is the larger one is the tournament edition one.
Wait, which one?
The tournament edition, the largest
Okay.
stick.
All right. Because I see one with all the characters. That's the tournament edition, or is that the console one?
I'm not sure what picture. I'm not sure what picture you're looking at, but it's, if you're looking at both pictures in side-by-side comparison, the smaller one is the standard stick. The larger one is the tournament edition stick.
Oh, okay. But they both have sandworms, right?
Was that?
Or only the tournament one? Only the
Yeah,
tournament one.
tournament one have they have the more features and more of the cosmetic. It's cosmetically different as well. You don't see like a slant or anything on the tournament edition.
Right. I mean, and then both. I mean, I'm just saying both sticks have the sandworm parts, or only the tournament premium stick.
They both have the submit to it, and sound like the one that's used for the tournament edition is the one that's used in the arcade. On the 4 cabs, the game parts for cabs.
So basically, all right, for those on the radio, they're trying to figure out like which stick would be best for them. So they play Street Fighter 4 arcade, and they like the way how it feels. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the way how it feels. That's just my opinion. So it'd be better to get a regular console accessory stick for $70 cheaper, and it will still have the submittal parts on it, correct?
Not sure I like. Everyone has their own different preference. If you went to Evo and if you got a chance to play on the cabinets they had there, and it feels the same way they do on the cabinets. They use the same exact part, tournament edition.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
they both felt fine to me. I really liked how well the standard arcade stick, felt. To me, I thought that it was, sturdier and, more comfortable because of the way they had the slant.
Yeah, I know.
That's just me. To me, it felt more, more natural. Because one, you could feel like it felt like, was kind of like designed for those that plays on the lap, and you could play on the counter as well. If you have like a table set up. So either way, I think that one would cater to the majority of the players out there rather than the tournament edition, because it feels there's more like an arcade. It feels like you play in an arcade because it's like flat. You sit on the counter or whatever. But I think everyone would probably, like I said, I don't know what everyone's preference is. All I can tell you is that I'm able to play on any state, but to me, the standard one felt more comfortable. From how I was playing it, I didn't get a chance to play it on my lap. Pretty much set on the table and everything. So, I mean, everyone plays differently. Everyone plays on, sitting down on a chair, standing up. So everything taking that into consideration, many factors into, how they would perceive, those things, how they'll feel to them.
Look, hey, someone shoot. Hold on. Someone shoot me the link to the pictures. I just want to take a look at it.
I got a question. Are the sticks going to be at CES this year? Do you know?
No, I don't think so. Because on place they're only unveiled at the conference expo, GameStop expo. The only place that had showed that, and even there it was just the prototypes used in Capcom wasn't really too happy with them having this there, but they got the buzz around, so everyone's talking about it. So that kind of actually, you know, I think that they should be happy that they did that, because, you know, without, you know, pictures or, you know, whatever floating around, then, you know, when it becomes available for reserve, you know, it's like, oh, you know, the blue, whatever, but, you know, Capcom's very secretive about, you know, a lot of stuff that's coming on, as you know. So, you know, they want to make sure everything's, you know, 100% and, you know, approved and everything before unveiling it. So, but, you know, I kind of feel that everyone should be prepared, and this is coming out. This is what you can expect, you know. So it's not just like another, you know, piece of rubbish printed out by, you know, so whatever color. A lot of thoughts, a lot of hard work has been put into this. You know, a lot of research, a lot of testing. You know, a lot of versions have been made. They've been back and forth. A lot of testing, going back and forth. You know, from Hong Kong, wherever, you know, the manufacturer plant. You know, so they're flying over there. They're getting flying back and forth. You know, making adjustment changes before they come up with the finalized version, and then that has to get approved by Capcom.
Okay, so
Hey,
so
hold on.
I just want to ask a question right quick. Hey, so the standard sticks, you're saying that they're pretty sturdy. That even though it may not have the flexibility of the tournament edition version, but it's nothing that.
Yeah, I'm saying that because what we were playing on, it wasn't like, you know, the finalized version.
Mm-hmm.
The tournament edition, that's not gonna be like the actual, you know, weight. It's not gonna be the full weight. You know, they're using like a shell. Pretty much they're using, you know, the shell, whatever. So it wasn't as heavy as it's going to be. It's not like the final design.
Okay, I'm just asking that you know, the quality of the, because okay, $70 is a lot more manageable than $140. You know, if it's, I mean, I just wanted to make sure that there's not it's not going to be a discernible gap in as far as the quality of the sticks if I decide to go for the console version as opposed to the tournament edition version.
The only thing that you'd be missing out on, in my opinion, would be the way if you decide to modify it, it's like the limitations to modifying your stick out. That's your question.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh, okay.
You know,
well,
like,
I mean that's fine, because I mean, if I buy it, you know, well, here's the whole situation: is that, you know, I've been torn between for the last few weeks whether or not to get the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360. I don't own any consoles. All right, and you know, and I have this perfectly, you know, this HRAP 2, and, you know, this Hori and this great stick and all, you know, and to learn that I can't use it on the PlayStation 3, or I mean on the Xbox 360. I know there's a couple of converters out for the PlayStation 3. It's sort of, you know, it was like kind of bumming me out, because I have a feeling that the Xbox 360 version, Super Turbo HD Remix, is going to be a whole lot more popular than the PS3 version. And I'm like,
yeah,
but
there's going to be a lot more people. You know, people have Xbox Live. You know, a lot of people. There's more 360 owners out there.
PlayStation 3.
So I mean, that's another thing. Like, everyone has the same issue. I'm going through the same thing right now. So should I buy it for the 360 or PS3? You know, so but you know, the you'll benefit from buying either the it doesn't, like I said, like they're not advertising it as, hey, you can use a stick on PC as well, or whatever, you know. But there's one design for the PS3 according to its schematics, you know, designed, you know, from the PS3, and then one specifically designed based on the schematic and control design on the 360, the button mapping and everything. So everything is designed for those systems. However, they've taken in consideration, you know, the plug-and-play feature for, you know, PC use if you decide to use it on your PC. It's just not advertising it. And they don't want, that's something, you know, they don't want, you know, saying, because they're not trying to say, hey, you can use it on PC, whatever, because it's kind of like, hey, you know, so it kind of like steals what they do. They're trying to go for it. In other words, they're trying to sell it as Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter stick, and not a universal stick. You feel me?
Right. Well, if
it's like.
Oh, go ahead. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I don't have a stick for PS3 3. I don't have the imported Hori for the PS. I want to get one, but since these are coming out, I might pick one up to use on my other fighting games on my PS3, Tekken or whatever, because you get other games too. So if you already have a good quality stick, then you could stick with that. This is. I think the ones that are probably going to go for this, more the fans, the hardcore fans. I want to get because Street Fighter is going to be like labeled Street Fighter and the name, and for those that are planning to like modify it, if they're if you're into mods, if you're into the hardcore, and stuff.
Hey, so can we pre-order the sticks now, or we have to wait? Is there a certain time date to pre-order them?
They gave it a date. It's not like you have to get approval. If that finalized version is rejected by Capcom, then it's going to push back the date for the reserve. But they're aiming what the Mac aiming for is about a week before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I can't give I can't give you the specific date that they told me, but I can tell you it's a week before Thanksgiving.
All right. Well.
That's what they're aiming for anyway.
Can we go? Can we go to our local GameStop, or do we have to go to a certain one? Is that what's going to be the issue?
No, you can go. You can go to your GameStop. You can go to any GameStop games. The only thing is that they're not planning to send out once one of these are gone. They're not planning to send us like another stock.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I can go to my local GameStop and I'll get my reserve. So I'm guaranteed for the stick. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Also,
okay.
But you can also go to the Madcatz website as well. So they're also taking orders. They'll be taking reserve orders through the website as well.
No, I'm ready.
Just waiting for the date.
I live like 2 minutes. I live right behind the GameStop. Like, there's a plaza behind my apartment complex. So I could just walk to the GameStop and get it, walk in and walk back. That's basically what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So, that's all I wanted to know, because I might just get the standard one. It got cement suits and stuff. I just need a new stick. And I was just about to buy a Hori. I was just about to buy a Hori now.
Yeah, because, this would be a totally different story if I have not already bought this Hori for $135.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? I was just about to buy a Hori this weekend,
and so, and I'm not, really, that's here's the thing is, I'm about to shell out more money for, I just cannot believe that there is no reliable a converter for a PS2 to Xbox 360. I can't believe that no one has made a reliable converter for that. That's why I'm leaning towards the PS3 version, because I already have a PS3 version. It just happens to work on the PC as well. I already have the converter that I need to play on the PlayStation 3, and it works wonderfully on my PC, and I have no reason to think that it won't work wonderfully on my PlayStation 3.
The issue for me is, should I get the PS3? Do they have a PS3 to a PC converter? They have that, right?
Right.
And it works perfectly, right?
You mean, if you have it for PS3, then a stick for PS3, it should work in your PC, no problem in most cases.
Oh, it takes a USB port too?
Yeah.
There's also what you can also look for. They have like drivers out there to make like the PS3 controllers and 360 controllers. For the 360, it's already out there. It already exists because it's designed to be used on PC and 360. But for PS3, they got drivers out there that allow you to use your PS3, controllers or accessories out there. So like my roommate, he has a PS3. He had a PS3, but he was using PS3 controller on his PC. So there's a driver. He just went download a driver to make it, compatible, for the PC. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of. You can use a lot of plug and play purposes out there, USB wise. but it's all about, you know, using a proper driver. So there's a proper driver that allows it to work, you know, the way you want it to work. It's all about, you know, finding one out there and downloading on your PC.
And I mean, and here we go again. I mean, it's like, since, I mean, that's what. Well, here's the thing. You know, now I have a converter that says PS2 to PS3 or computer. You know, and now, I mean, if I buy a PS3, I'm already set. You know, and I don't have to buy anything else. If I get an Xbox 360, then I have to buy another stick. You know, and I'm like, but $70 is reasonable for
a Sandwich stick. Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So $70 is reasonable. So that makes it a little bit more easier. You know, now obviously I like the top dog model, but you know, I never even played Street Fighter 4 at the arcade, so I can't even tell. I mean, I might even know what I'm missing because I've never played it on the arcade version. I don't plan on playing it on it because I'm not going to get any much practice out of it. I just wait until Preppy gets it, and then just go over this house. And that's another thing. Even if I buy the PS3 version, it's not like that, even though there may not be as many people online with the PS3 version of Super Turbo HD, but I would still be able to just go to Preppy's where there's a good ST community here. And so
I'll rape every one of them. Mark my words. Yeah, I said it.
Plus, you know, I get a Blu-ray drive, and I can be able to watch, you know, to put this new monitor to good use. Be able to see a movie in 1080p for the first time.
True. I mean, I just can't wait. I mean, I just can't wait till, like, Street Fighter Blast Blue come out. That's like Blast Blue and Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Like, I bought a Wii for 120 off my friend last week. And then yesterday I just found out how to, you know, actually make the game runs import games. I tried it, it works. My friend he has a Japanese brawl, so I bought a new SD card, and I rented Zelda off of Blockbuster because I definitely gonna buy that shit. Now I'm gonna end up buying it if I'm gonna keep doing it. So, I mean, thank God for hackers, yo. Because if it wasn't for them, I mean, I've probably been broke right now.
Yeah, here we go again. Oh well, I guess that's not. Don't get me wrong. I want to play TVC too. I mean,
trust me, the Wii is. I'm buying a Wii to play Brawl, you know, Mario Kart. It's a fun system. It's actually a fun system. It's not bad. It's fun as fuck. Like Wii bowling, Wii boxing. It's not that bad. It's like the only thing is though is like the only thing I having complaints about is though is like some of the games it gets boring too quickly. I mean Brawl is alright, but you know I get bored of that game too quickly. So now you know Tatsunoko come out. I mean, is it having? I was wondering, is it gonna have like is it gonna have online gameplay yet? It's not confirmed yet or anything?
That's the thing. I haven't heard anything about the online gameplay yet.
Yo, if it has online, I mean, like, come on, seriously.
But you know what? But then again, I'd be buying. If it'd be different if ST HD and Street Fighter 4 were on Wii as well, then I won't be buying it for one game. But that'd be essentially what I'd be doing in this instance. I'd be buying it for one game. And I still don't believe TVC is exclusive to the Wii. I think it's the first system that gets it. I still think it's eventually going to come out to one of the other systems.
You think so? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Sure do.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if it does, I mean, that's good. That's great.
And
news, you know?
I've been hearing some rumors that the PS2 to the GameCube converter will not work on the TVC.
I don't know. I mean, yo, it better off getting the stick. The stick is like only $70. It's not that expensive. You know, just get the stick. Might as well. Like, I ordered the stick and I ordered the game. So, I'm looking to spend about like $160 to $170 ship. I think it was like almost $170 ship. So, I mean, I'm definitely hyped for it. You know, I can't wait till Risk comes to my house. You know, I'm gonna do that little trick again. I'm gonna play it.
What about you,
And
Rotendo? Are you getting TVC?
yeah, I pre-ordered it this morning.
I said Rotendo.
Oh, okay.
For me, like I don't know right now. It's like there's a lot of games coming out, so I mean, I want to get it. You know, so I might think about porting it. You know, getting a copy later on. Not like anytime soon though. So
Like
we'll see.
I ordered a real copy because, you know, just because I don't know all about importing games yet, but I don't want to just put to the rush. I just want to get my real copy real quick and, you know, call it a day. So I just got that to stick, you know, and I'm ready, man. December 11th, baby. Let's get hype. I just hope it has online gameplay.
Man, they could
'Cause
just.
I
mean,
if
is
you,
it
I
that
understand
hard?
if you have a bootleg copy, you can't play online gameplay, can you?
I'm not sure because I mean, so far the Wii hasn't been very much for online.
Yeah, it's like you gotta be somebody near you or something. How to like that Wi? It goes by the Wi-Fi thing, so it has to be like somebody near you. Then you have a very good connection. 'Cause
I mean,
can
they
tell you-
could have. You know what? I'm just saying though, is like, man. I mean, I guess. I just hope it comes out on the PS3. If it comes, even if it's only in Japan. Even if it's only in Japan, because I mean, because we know that. We say most likely if it comes out on PS3, we'll be able to play here in the United States without doing any mods. So. Because I mean, there's no region encoding on the games. There's only Blu-ray DVDs that there's region encoding. So now they can add it on there, but I wouldn't see any reason why they would want to add it on there. But shoot, I just hope that if it eventually still come out with PS3, and yeah, I think I probably will buy the PS3, and then play it online with the 10 other people that got it, and. And then, but if I really want to, if I really get lonely or I'm not finding enough competition, which I find it hard to believe, then I'll just go out and just play it over at Preppies, because I'm sure there'd be much people playing it over there. All right, people. I think we've reached the end of the show. Thank you to everybody, especially you, Rotendo, for coming on, giving us the update on what's going on with the Madcatz sticks. I am still toying on it. I mean, on one hand, what I'm really kind of waiting for is for the new Jasper Xbox 360s, the one with the new graphics chip. That's small. I mean, so far it has not reached circulation in the United States. Rumors are that it's out in Germany, which doesn't help me any. So we'll see. But hopefully, I can buy one that I'm pretty sure won't OROD on me, and then I'll be gaming it up. But then after Star Wars, the Republic MMORPG comes out, I won't be seeing you guys anymore, because that will take up my life.
Wait, what?
The new Star Wars
Really?
MMORPG. Same people
Really?
that made the Knights of the Old Republic. So once that comes out, you won't see me much anymore. Because I'm gonna be
Really?
on. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I see. I'll say about a week after it comes out, you'll be back here.
No. PSO nearly took my soul. When it came out on Dreamcast, I played that shit for 14 hours straight and didn't even realize it. I was like,
You played it online? You played it on 56K?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't even disconnect me one time in those 14 hours. I had a good connection. Man, I just remember after 14 hours, I went out and I took a piss. And I saw my mom and I was like, hey, he's like, so you home from work? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm going to work. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you just got home. It's 6 p.m. No, it's 6 a.m. So, I mean, I was playing. I was in there. And I'll be playing PSO probably to the day that my Dreamcast died had it not been for the cheaters. Fucking cheaters. All right, well, you guys, you take it easy.
Yo, I'm out. I was trying to get some pussy tonight, but she she gotta get up for class in the morning. I'm like, man,
Oh, you know what that means?
Rejected.
You know what that
nah,
means?
it's all love though. It's all love. Like I'm probably gonna call her later. I'm like, listen, get your ass up. I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, you guys, y'all get that taken care of. You know, you remember, guys. If you see a she-male down the street, holla at him. Good things will happen.
What the
Later.
hell?
What the fuck?
And I approve that message, guys. D Nice has approved that message. How about y'all? Y'all niggas be easy, man. One.
Oh my. I'm not going to end the show on that note. Everyone have a good night. And if you do see a she-male out, hit it in the head. I don't know. Do something. I mean. All right, you guys take it easy.
All right.